Okay, so it's so important that you guys know that you are on a journey. This is not I start something for 30 days, hit a goal, and then stop. Okay? It's something that you should just continuously be striving to set new goals, hit new goals, just be a better person every single day. And I never really understood what that quote meant, like be better than you were yesterday, because I think that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be perfect. And the good news is that you're never going to be perfect, and you don't want to be, because perfect means that you don't make mistakes, that you're not goofy, you're not quirky, and that's just no fun. So being better every day means, say it's Monday and you followed your meal plan to a T, and you're like, fuck yeah, I feel awesome, I feel great, this is so exciting. I'm sorry if you have any children around, I swear I will try my best not to. But say then it's Monday night and you're like, oh, I did so well, so I'm going to eat like a cookie. And that cookie turns into like 5 cookies, because let's just be honest. So then the next day, to be better than you were yesterday, have maybe 2 or 3 cookies, or maybe don't have cookies. Just don't try to beat yourself up. Don't the next day think to yourself, oh my God, I need to double up my workouts. I need to only eat carrots all day long. Like, that is not what this lifestyle is about. Okay? Being healthy is so much more than just physical. All right? It's so emotional and mental at the same time, and that stuff is just as important. So how you react to what you do is so important, and it's really necessary that you just self-evaluate. Okay? Ask yourself, how do you feel after you maybe don't follow your meal plan the way that you intended to? Okay? Don't be mad. Don't hate on yourself. Don't talk crappy to you. Just be like, shit happens. I'm human. I gave into a temptation, and I'm just going to be better than I was yesterday. So, first thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about a morning routine. Okay? I know that so many of you, just the second I even said probably morning, you were like, oh, I'm not a morning person. So first off, don't say that sentence, because you are what you believe. Okay? So if you say I'm not a morning person over and over and over again, it might be funny when you're talking to like your coworkers about that stuff, but in reality, everything you say out loud and you affirm over and over and over again, that's your reality. So no shit, you're not going to be a morning person if you keep saying you're not a morning person. So change it around. It takes just as much, actually it takes less energy to say I'm a morning person, because there's one less word. You don't have the not in there. So it takes less energy to just be like, I'm a morning person. So just say it until you believe it. Fake it till you make it. Okay? So biggest tips for being a morning person, guys, is you have to have something that excites you when you wake up in the morning. Okay? If you are somebody that wakes up 15 minutes before you need to leave your house, no, it's going to suck, and you're going to hate the idea of mornings, because your morning routine is rush around, grab something sugary and caffeinated, get in the car, eat/drink that on the way to work, and then sit at a desk or whatever it is that you might do for the next 8 to 9 hours. Okay? Your life, you need to do something for you every single morning. All right? And studies show that people are happier if they wake up in the morning, because before this 40-hour work week was ingrained and shoved into our society, we are meant to be morning creatures, okay? Human beings, our bodies act like systems. I'm not going to get all super preachy and hippie on you, but we are supposed to be morning people, okay? It's the work week that was formulated by Henry Ford, go figure, that makes us feel like every day needs to be like this 40-hour work week, and it's just work, 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 work. You will be a happier person. The people around you will be happier. You'll be more productive, more efficient. You're just going to feel like a healthier, happier person if you start your day off for you. Okay? So your morning routine can be anything from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour. It doesn't matter, because it's your morning routine. But it needs to be something that you enjoy doing. Okay, so there's a great book. If you guys want to get it, I encourage you to. You can get it on Amazon. It's like less than $10. It's called The Miracle Morning. I'm going to type it into the chat box here for you. And the author is Hal Elrod. And he wrote it because he had a near-death experience. He flatlined after a car accident and just had this huge epiphany and was like, I need to change something about my life. And he created this Miracle Morning. And it's really cool. So, Miracle Morning, so this is where you want to start taking notes. You don't have to implement all of these savers that I'm going to share with you Take what you like. If you want to do all of them, awesome. If not, not a big deal. But I promise you, if you're looking at other people on Instagram and admiring them for their healthy lifestyle and whatever, they all have a morning routine of some way, shape, or form. Okay? So there's called these life savers. Okay? And savers is an acronym. These are what they stand for. Savers, so S stands for silence. I'm going to be honest and say that I don't practice this one. And the reason being is that if I do that one first, I will fall back asleep sitting up during my morning routine. So I don't really take silence. But if you're somebody that meditates or you're somebody that's interested in meditating, A, reach out to Sam Fulham because she's awesome and she's like all about that stuff. B, Google it. There are self-meditating or self-guided meditations that you guys can do, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. Okay? So the whole silence part is just shutting your brain off, just trying not to think about anything other than your breath. So one of the biggest ways and easiest ways to do it is to just say in your mind, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Literally silences your brain. You can't think because you're focused on saying those two words. Okay, so the A for savers is affirmations. 100% all of you should be doing these. Outside of your health and fitness, just in your life in general, this is going to make you just a more confident, proud woman. So saying affirmations is not I hope, it's not I will, it's not I wish or anything like that. It's I am. I am confident. I am healthy. I am a wonderful mother. I am a beautiful person. Okay? I am, or I have. I have a healthy, happy family. Even if you don't have one right now. Say like you're somebody that you are just in a relationship and you and your significant other are talking about your future together. Say everything as if you already have it. Speak in the present tense. Every day, it sounds crazy, and I feel like you're going to feel crazy the first couple of times that you do this, okay? But just say it over and over and over again, because what you focus on, it's your reality. It really is. Best analogy I can give you is when you get a new car, and it feels like, did everyone just go out and get the same fucking car that I just got? Like, no one had this car yesterday. No, it's just that there's so much going on a daily basis that your brain can only comprehend so much at one time. So basically what it does is it just cuts out the things that aren't important to you, aka it cuts out what you are not thinking about and focusing about. So you create your reality. You create what is around you. So every day I wake up and I say, I live on an island. I don't know what island, but I know it's going to be an island and I live on it. And I just say that every day. And that is my goal. And I'm just working toward it and waking up every day and that's it. I live on an island. Okay? So affirmations, I spend about 5 minutes saying those. I literally say them out loud. So yes, please go to a private space so people don't think you're crazy and call somebody and say that you need help. So say them quietly, but say them out loud, put them out there into the universe. The V stands for visualization. Okay? So you have to like picture yourself doing these things. So if it's, I meal plan every week. I follow my meal plan for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner. Or I work out 5 days a week and I even do Autumn's challenge at the end, even though I want to kill her, right? It's I do those things. I am those things. So visualizing it is picture yourself doing that. Like I could legit draw you a picture of this magical island that I live on in the next year and a half. Okay? I can visualize myself becoming a vegan, even though it scares the living daylights out of me. I visualize it every day. I feel and I think about and I see the life and the person I am when I'm doing the things that I want to do. Okay, you have to decide the person you want to be and the life you want to be living and go make it happen. You are in control of all of that. Okay, so that's what a visualization is. Then you have E, which voila, is exercise. Okay, something that you should all be doing. I think that all of you, I highly encourage you all to exercise before you go to work. I'm just going to lay that out there. And I know that for some of you are like, but I have to be at work at like 7 o'clock. Then wake up at 5. I do 4:30 every single day except for Saturdays and Sundays because I'm not that insane. Okay? And it was hard. I'm not going to lie to you. But it was worth it. It was totally worth it. Because to be able to have the first 2 hours of my day, yes, 4:30 to 6:30, where most people are not awake, it is so calm and so relaxing. I can't even explain it to you. All right. So like, that is why I'm generally a pretty happy person, because I just don't let the bullshit affect me in the morning. All right. Because you can't affect what happens to you at work and on your way to work and all that other stuff. To be able to have those at that first hour in your morning all about you, all the feels for that one, girls. So totally, please try. And I'm going to talk to you about how to start setting your alarm a little bit earlier, something that worked really well for me when I first started doing this. I didn't go from waking up at 7 o'clock to setting my alarm 2.5 hours early. I would have hated the world. I did not do that. You have to ease into all of this, okay? So E stands for your exercise. So my suggestion would be, for all of the other savers, pick 3 that are really important to you. And I'll finish off with the last 2 are. Pick 3 that are really important to you and spend about 5 minutes each on those 3. There's a total of 15 minutes. And then you do your workout in the morning. Okay, if your workout is anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, you're looking at a 45-minute to an hour morning routine. Okay, then get dressed, showered, and ready for work and go do your day. All right, the one way to get so excited about this is, think about it this way. If you have a flight scheduled to go to the Caribbean, and say your flight is at 4 o'clock in the morning, you bet your ass you are up at like 1:30 and you are like full of energy and you're like, I'm so ready to go. I feel like I've already had 13 espresso shots, because it's so exciting. You're like so pumped to go on this vacation. Wake up every day so excited to live your happiest, healthiest life ever, and you just will want to wake up. You're literally going to want to jump out of bed and just seize the day. Okay? So R stands for reading. This is definitely something I would encourage you to do. My top savers, I would say, are my affirmations, visualizations, and reading. Of course, exercise is just kind of a given. But like I said, pick 3 on top of the exercise one and spend about 5 minutes doing those 3. So for me, be affirmations, visualizations, and reading. So I do each of those for about 5 minutes, and then I work out. Okay? So reading, any sort of personal development. What I would say the best personal development books are for people on a health and fitness journey would be The Compound Effect. I'll type this out. It's a super cheap book too. That one's by Darren Hardy. It's a really great book. It makes life seem so simple. It basically just talks about every little action that you take every single day compounds over time to give you your reality. All right? Like I say all the time, you don't eat a salad and lose 10 pounds, just like you don't eat a cheeseburger and gain 10 pounds. It doesn't happen that way. But it's the fact that most people don't see that one tiny action can cause a ripple effect. You want a hardcore analogy? Heroin. You know, if any of you are from central Pennsylvania, you know how drastic and present it is right now. It's that people think that one time isn't going to make a difference, but it's choosing it over and over and over and over again. That's your reality. That becomes the person that you are. You are in charge of every choice that you make on a daily basis. From literally the second your alarm goes off in the morning, you get to choose. Snooze, wake up. Every day you get to. And then at lunchtime, when somebody brings in a dozen of donuts, or you have your packed lunch, eat a donut, eat your lunch. Okay? There's a fine line between being present and living in the moment and enjoying the right here, the right now, but then also focusing on your goals. Okay? You can't always just say, oh, well, this is balance, or well, I'm just treating myself, or I'm just enjoying the moment. I'm just living. Yes, to a point. But a lot of us take advantage of that. Okay? And the problem is that in moderation tends to sometimes just become what we're working toward, and that's not what this is about. Okay? You don't want to put like treats and stuff on this like high level of like that's your reward. Make your reward like you buy yourself a book. Make your reward that you go on a vacation. Make your reward that you go to a spa and get a pedicure, or you take your kids somewhere, or you surprise your significant other for a fun date. Try not to make your reward always food. Okay? The last saver is scribing, just a fancy way for saying writing. So you can write out your affirmations or just write out how you feel. Write out how you feel before you work out and write out how you feel after you work out. So that on the days you don't feel like doing your workout, because newsflash, most of us don't until it just becomes self-discipline, look in that journal or look at that sticky note that you wrote down and say to yourself, I know I don't want to work out right now. And look at all the other days that you didn't feel like doing it. But then tell yourself, but look at how I felt after I worked out. I feel like a freaking rock star. I literally will write notes to myself like the night before and just be like, you want to work out in the morning. You're going to feel better once you do it. So just do it. Like write little future notes to yourself. It's like a fun little surprise when you do flip to that page in your planner or in your notebook and you see that. I think that stuff is really cool. So as far as like that is a morning routine based off of the Miracle Morning. Everyone can have a different morning routine. If you want to walk your dog and listen to a podcast, there you go. Do that instead. If you want to wake up and sit outside and listen to Tony Robbins on YouTube and sip on coffee, do that. Your morning routine can be whatever you want. Those are just some of my suggestions for those who don't really have one going on right now. Okay? So say if you're somebody that's like, Emily, I legit don't even shower before work, right there with your girlfriend, and you're like, I wake up 20 minutes before and I'm like rushing in traffic and I am that crazy person switching lanes like in the movie Office Space, right? So my suggestion to you is over the next week, find the average time that you are naturally waking up, okay? So if you're like me and you have like 15 alarms set, my boyfriend literally wants to kill me, but you know, hey, goals. So if you are somebody that, how do I want to word this? Figure out the average time that you're waking up. So say your alarm goes off at like 6:55, but say on average you're not out of bed until 7:05. That is your time, 7:05. What I want you to do is subtract 15 minutes. So it'd be 6:50, okay? I want you to set your alarm for 6:50 until you wake up at 6:50 for 3 to 5 days in a row. That could take you 4 days. That might take you 4 weeks. Hell, it could take you 3 months. Who cares? Because I bet you're going to be around longer than the next 4 weeks anyway. So do your future self a favor and make this happen. Make this small little change. Don't try to do it drastically. You might be the person that's an all or nothing person. So if that's your jam, totally go ahead and do that. If you just want to drastically start waking up an hour and a half earlier, whatever. But if you're somebody that likes to ease into things, you don't want to like completely shock and change your life, that's totally cool too. So my suggestion would be set your alarm for 15 to 20 minutes earlier. Do that time until you are consistently waking up at that time every single day. And then from there, just keep setting it 15 minutes earlier and 15 minutes earlier until you're waking up when you want to wake up. Okay? So I was starting at about 6:30. I went to 6:15. Then I went a little drastic. I went to 5:30, 5:15, and then 5. And then I really only wake up at like 4:30 when I have like a lot I want to get done and say like we plan on hanging out at the beach all day or something and I don't feel like working. Those are the days I'll wake up a little bit earlier. But 5 is my happy time. I think 5 is a great time to wake up. A lot of people are awake by 6, so it kind of gives me my hour in the morning to do what I need to do without distractions. So find what works for you. What I would do is reach out to your coach. Tell her, I want to start waking up at this time, okay? You can also post this in Fit and Lean. This is a great chance to have accountability. So you can post in the Fit and Lean page, share a selfie, share your name, and say, well, obviously, because you're going to post, your name's going to pop up. But anyway, say, I want to start waking up at 5:45. I was looking for somebody else that wants to start waking up at this time. If you do, can you drop your number below and we can be text buddies and hold each other accountable. So each of you will text each other at that time that you want to wake up to hold each other accountable. And it's a great way to make a friend. You know, you're all here working on goals anyway. It's not fun doing this by yourself. So that's a great way to kind of go about that. Does anybody have any questions about a morning routine or something that they're doing that's working well for them or anything like that? Feel free. Actually, let me see this real quick. Let me do this. Okay. Okay, so you can unmute yourself if you want to. If you guys have any questions or if anyone wants to add something, please do so. I'm going to give like a minute or two. And don't be afraid to ask or say anything. Stephanie, you look like you want to talk.
I'll add something real quick.
Oh, yeah, go. Hi.
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 So I have been wanting to do affirmations forever, but like feel a little weird doing it. So, and I also suck at sticking it to something. So I read about this like 5-minute journal.
Yes.
Tried to do it like on the app, and like I just need something like concrete. So I've been doing it for a week now, and it's like I do it in the morning, I do it at night, and like my mood is like 100 times better.
It's an awesome book, isn't it?
It's like it literally takes like it doesn't even take 5 minutes.
Not even. No, it like takes
You
2.
write like what could make the day great, what you're thankful for. You write a little affirmation, and then at the end of the day, you just kind of like review your day, what you could have done to make it better. But like it's really helped.
It's the easiest way to kind of like ease into like, it's like a gratitude journal.
Yeah. So I think that's like really helpful. I think I got it for like $20 and it's good for a couple months off Amazon. So
yeah, no, it's awesome. Actually, I saw it, my coach's brother is really big on it. It's nice because there's always like a little quote, and then once a week or something, it will give you like a little challenge to do. So like, one of the first challenges was like get up and dance around for a minute. And I was like, oh my god, I got this. So I literally just started like dancing, and it was like 5 minutes in. I was like, I guess I went a little longer, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I really like it, but it's like a nice way to not like if like I'm kind of weird with self-help stuff. So like it's a nice way to like I feel it's exactly that, like ease you into it, and it doesn't take much time. So
not at all. Thank you for sharing though. I'm so excited to hear that you got it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Hey. Hi Steph, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey, how do I make the Shakeology not taste like gross?
What flavor did you get again?
The chocolate.
Dude, how are you making it?
I put it in like a blender.
Good.
And put like milk and hey, Sierra. Hey, I love you. Where are you?
I knew you girls were gonna know each other.
Hi, buddy. Hey. Oh, I miss you.
Dude, well, first off, I like your Marilyn Monroe poster in your background.
Oh, thanks. It's like a painting. We got it when I lived in Philly. Okay, so listen. So I put it in the thing. I put it in the blender, and I put ice and milk, and it has like a grittiness that's just like.
How many ice cubes are you putting in, and how much liquid are you using?
I don't know.
Bitch, girl, measure that. Sorry. Measure that.
All right.
Say that.
And then
I use about 3 to 4 ice cubes. I use about a cup and a half of liquid.
Okay.
I usually use water just because like we just never have milk.
Right. We get like milk delivery, so we always have milk. But like,
who the hell gets milk delivery?
Milk delivery from like local milk. So like we recycle on our front porch, and then they come pick them up and like recycle them. So
pretty cool. They do that in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Walking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
You gotta look.
I'm gonna post this in. A question was not related to a morning routine, girl, but I'm gonna post that.
I like wake up when my children wake up. It's like if my children wake up, like I'm feeding them.
You guys should follow her on Instagram. She has a really, really, really cool Etsy account. It's called Cookies and Daydreams.
Yeah, Cookies and Daydreams.
Small little shout out for you. I'm going to type this in here real quick. Does anybody else think, Steph? I'm going to type this out real quick into the chat so that you can see this. I'm muting you now. If anybody else wants to unmute yourselves, you guys all have the power to do that. If you don't know how to unmute yourself, move your mouse around on your computer. And at the bottom left of the Zoom box, you should see a microphone that says unmute. So if you want to share anything, feel free to do that. Just finish typing this because I can't do it at one time. Hey.
Hi, Steph. Crazy. Small worlds. Love it. But I don't love the chocolate as much as the other ones. I got like the chocolate, the cafe, and vanilla mix. And the vanilla I'm liking because you can mix that with like any fruit and it's pretty good. the chocolate, like I've been trying the brownie batter. I did just with water. I did with peanut butter and banana, and like, I feel like it's gritty like a lot, but I found mixing the chocolate with banana and peanut butter, and like I do like half almond milk, half water, and that, like, I don't know if it's like the peanut butter or if it's the banana or like together, like blended. I don't know. I feel like that has been taking some of the grittiness away. That's like the best way that I enjoy the chocolate, because like I like the idea of brownie batter, but same thing with like the gritty. I'm like halfway through, I'm like, ooh,
I just chugged it. Like I just slammed it down. I was just like, just get it down the hatch. And
Are you drinking the regular or vegan?
it was the vegan one.
Oh, that's my jam.
I know.
See, I don't really like the vanilla at all. Let's do this conversation at another time though, so that we can talk about goals and stuff, you crazy girls.
We'll get together. We'll hang out.
You guys need to get together. You live too close to not.
Yes.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Okay, so now that we have a morning routine down, again, if you guys have any questions about a morning routine, just post in Fit and Lean. That's why it's there. If you're not in Fit and Lean, but you've been invited to, or you have been told you're going to be invited to a 30-day challenge in the app, wait, your invite will be coming tonight by me personally. If you are with Ashley Dyer or with Sam Fulham, they have groups running as well, so they will be sending you an invite too. So wait for that. And we'll talk more about morning routines throughout the challenge groups. Next thing I want to talk about is goal setting. Okay, so I think a lot of us have good intentions when we say that we have a goal, but I think that most of us have no idea how to actually hit a goal. And all of that comes from creating action steps. Okay, it sounds really great that I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to work out 5 days a week. I want to follow my meal plan. I want to save $30 a week by meal planning and meal prepping. Like it all sounds great and we all have good intentions, but where we fall short is we don't break those goals up into action steps. And that's where the magic happens. So one of the things I'm really big on is I don't create just vision boards, because sure, pictures are nice and they're inspiring, but vision boards don't make you take action. So I'm really big on action boards. So that's just a little side note, like writing down the date of the goal that you want to hit that by. Writing down, like when you say, I want to be earning more money. Well, how much money do you want to be making? When do you want to start making that money by? What do you want to do with that extra money? So when you have those things written out, it makes it just seem more realistic and you know what to do. Okay, so what I would suggest that you do is the beginning of every month, reach out to your coach and share your top 3 goals for that month. So fun fact, guys, if you were to actually follow any of these Beachbody programs from start to finish and following the calendar, okay? So when you log into Team Beachbody on Demand, this is all in your welcome letters. You will find under each program a little tab that says program materials. In there, you're going to see a calendar. Follow the program as it is. Those, just because the workouts are listed like this doesn't mean that you're supposed to follow them down just like that. Okay? Especially like Core de Force, for example, or the Hammer and Chisel. Those programs, they hop around. It's not straight on down. So I encourage you to look at the program calendar and print it out. Cross that shit out as you complete it, okay? It's proven that if you cross things out on your to-do list, you get that sense of productivity, boost your confidence, you're more likely to keep going on and being a badass the rest of your day, okay? And I know that how many of you have probably raised your hand, written something down on your to-do list because you already did it just so that you could cross it off. I know I do it all the time, okay? So it just goes to show it works. So print out the calendar so you can cross things off as it goes. So as far as goal setting, share your goals with your coach at the beginning of the month. Ashley Dyer created this really, really, really cool challenger checklist. We're going to send this off to you at the beginning of every month to make sure that you have sent us progress pictures, your top 3 goals. If you're reading personal development, which we highly encourage you to do, just as a woman and a person in the world, okay? Just doing it for yourself. And then if you would like to have an accountability buddy as well, okay? So as far as goal setting goes, when you say I want to lose 10 pounds, say if that's your goal for the next 30 days, Because if you followed any of these programs from start to finish for 30 days with the meal prep containers, as goofy and silly as they might seem, guys, they're really awesome. Like, they're patented and they work for a reason. So don't just completely write them off. If you have a goal, why not just try to use them? People are getting results by following them. Our society, it's not always what we eat. It's just that we have no sense of how much food we actually need to feel good. And then what happens is we run around all day. We don't plan. We don't have food with us. So the second you sit down, you literally just gorge yourself. And then what happens? You feel guilty, or you think to yourself, oh, I wish I didn't eat all of that. You just feel full, like overly full and uncomfortable. And then typically what ends up happening is that you have a sugar crash and you get tired and then you don't want to do anything. That's the bad cycle that you don't want to get into. Okay? So as far as goal setting, say if I want to lose 10 pounds. For each goal you set, you want to have 2 to 3 action items. So if you want to lose 10 pounds, think about what are you doing right now that's preventing you from doing that. Do you go out to eat more than once a week? Guys, nobody should eat out more than once a week. First off, it's expensive as shit. Secondly, anything that you're ordering out, you can make at home. Okay? And if you're going to say to yourself, oh, well, it doesn't taste as good, well, that's because you're not using a 10-pound stick of butter and 45 ounces of salt in your food. So yeah, it might not taste like the restaurant made it taste, but it is time to break the cycle of what society has told you food is, because it's not food. It doesn't make you feel good. And if you have goals, you're going to have to change your lifestyle. You're going to have to do it. And eating out, don't make that like the highlight of your week. Okay, make date night, you go mini golfing, you go paddleboarding, you go bowling. I don't care, whatever it is. You cook food at home, you grill out, whatever. It doesn't have to be, we glorify this like eating out. And don't get me wrong, I'm a total foodie. I love the experience and whatnot, but make it like a one night a week thing. If it's any more than that, I promise you right there, I don't care, even if you're ordering salads, salad is probably one of the worst things on the menu for you to order anyway. And I'm telling you this from 8 years of experience as a server, okay? You do not want to know how much salt they put on everything in your food. I don't care even if it's grilled chicken. It's honestly worse than the fried chicken. I kid you not, okay? So that's one of your things. If you want to lose 10 pounds, try to cut back on how many nights a week you're eating out. That would be an action item, okay? I know it is sad. Another thing would be is maybe change how you're eating your foods on a daily basis, okay? So if you're somebody that you notice that you crave carbs at night, try to even them out throughout your day. Try to have some carbs in the morning with breakfast. So maybe try to have oatmeal and mix your chocolate Shakeology or any flavor of Shakeology in with your oatmeal. That's how I've been eating mine. I take a scoop or half a cup of oats, 1 scoop of chocolate vegan Shakeology, and I mix it all together. And then I heat it and I put a spoonful of peanut butter and oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so right there I have some carbs. So that kind of balances my sugar levels throughout the day so that I'm not really craving anything sweet, because that's so sweet when it's not made with any artificial sweeteners. There's no like added sugar in there. So I'm getting the sweet tooth fix without fake sugar. Yes, I will add that, Sam. So that would be another thing, is think to yourself, what am I craving? What is affecting me? So if you're a late night snacker and you think that that's part of the reason why you're not able to hit that 10-pound goal, that 10-pound weight loss goal. First off, put sticky notes around your house too. That's another goal. Put sticky notes. Do I really want this? Am I just dehydrated? Did I have enough water today? Am I just bored? Something that Ben and I started doing after dinner is we go for a walk. I have to force ourselves to do it because we don't want to do it. We just want to sit down and watch TV, but I feel better after I do it. I kind of have like this little boost of energy, and I'm not just wanting to sit there and just eat a candy bar after dinner, which is totally my downfall. Like Snickers and Butterfingers are my jam and it sucks, but I can't help it, you know? So I know that that's something I'm going to crave. So I try to go around the block just to distract myself. Okay, so think about what your goals are, send them to your coach. You write them down as well, so then that way you can both create action steps for you to achieve them. All right, The last thing I want to talk about, so what was it? Morning routine, goal setting, and next week we are going to talk a lot about meal planning and meal prepping. That's going to be like just one whole call because that's a lot of information at once. But just going into this week, know what program you're doing, post about it in Fit and Lean, print out your calendar, and just draw the line in your sand. Say, I'm done yo-yo working out. I'm done yo-yo dieting. No one wants to diet anyway, guys. Make this your lifestyle. The whole idea behind the containers is just to remind yourself, I got to get some freaking veggies. I haven't had one piece of fruit today, right? So if you're thinking if you have to ask yourself on a daily basis, what container would this be? Maybe it's not a food that's approved, all right? So the whole idea is just try to eliminate how many foods you're eating that come out of a box. So whole idea behind it. Try to eliminate what of your foods come out of a box and what you're shopping through in the center aisles. Go the perimeter. Why do you think they put the healthy foods aside? Because I could get into all of this, but basically our country literally makes money off of people eating like crap and feeling sick and going to the doctor, okay? So fight the system. Feed your body well, feel good, and just help your family feel good too. You're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everybody around you. Your coworkers are going to start to see you choosing better. You could inspire them to do the same thing. Okay, there's so much of us, we need to be spreading all these healthy, happy vibes because there's so many people that are just sick and just life is no fun to feel like that, okay? So tonight I would really encourage you all to print out your workout calendar, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier than you normally do, wake up and have a morning routine for yourself. Okay, if you need help to figure this out, post in Fit and Lean tonight and say, hey, I really like this morning routine idea. I really only have 15 minutes to dedicate to this. What would you suggest I do? A bunch of us will share our opinions on that so we can help you really dive into this and create this lifestyle change. Okay, other than that, send your goals to your coach. Please be taking weekly progress photos. It's so important that you use yourself as your motivation and not a total random stranger. I've seen so many girls share pictures with me of the body type they want to have. And the first thing I usually say is well, girlfriend, she's 7 inches taller than you are. That's never going to happen. I hate to break the news to you, but don't strive to be her. Okay? Strive to be the best version of yourself. So as far as an inspirational photo, find a photo of yourself where you felt really awesome or really confident in life. And if you can't think of a time when you had that, that's okay. That's totally okay. But draw the line in the sand. Ashley Dyer made a really great post the other week about I don't have any more before photos. She was saying how her whole phone was filled with before photos because she kept restarting over. Just stop it. You already have the before photo. Now it's progress, 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 progress. Every day, move forward. Every day, be better. Every day, push harder. Because in a month to 3 months from now, you're going to look back on this time and you're not going to remember all of the days that it was hard to wake up. You're not going to remember every Friday night that you passed on an appetizer and ordered, salmon and a vegetable. You're not going to remember all of those little sacrifices. Okay? What you're going to remember is that you chose better for yourself every day, and all you're going to feel is just pure effing awesomeness for doing what you said you wanted to do. That is how confidence is built. You said you had a goal, and you set out to hit it. Okay? You can all do this. If you're all still here, it's for a reason. Who cares if you haven't hit a goal that you've set? Who cares if you're not where you thought you would be right now? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have the choice every day to start fresh. So choose to do that. I am so beyond excited for this Shift Shop workout. I can't even say. Whenever a new program comes out, I just get just so pumped up and so excited and so motivated. And I hope that you girls are feeling it too. Even if you're not doing Shift Shop, that's totally okay. But maybe if you're having trouble sticking to a program, don't force yourself to do it. I'm that type of person that if I really don't like a book, I'm not going to force myself to finish it. Life is too short to force yourself just because, I started it and I should finish it. That's like saying you started to eat a whole cake. You don't have to finish the whole damn thing. I promise you, because you'll be sick and you won't feel good. Okay? You don't have to finish everything in life that you start. So if a program's not working for you, who cares? I've tried size so many times. I'm like, just no. It's just not my jam. I want it to be, but I just don't like it. I don't feel good. I get frustrated, whatever. That's okay because there's like 50 other programs to choose from. Find what you like and just kick ass in it every single day. Ready? So does anyone have any questions before we move on? I just do want to finish this off by saying we're going to do this every Sunday night at 7 o'clock. They will all be recorded. I'm going to post them all in a files tab in Fit and Lean. I will title them with this was about Miracle Morning and goal setting. Next week it will be titled this is about meal planning and meal prepping. All right, so that you can always go back in and review these when you have some free time or if you want to. So I'm going to type out this recipe for this oats if you guys want to unmute yourselves and ask any questions or just share any thoughts, your goals, what you're excited about, anything along those lines.
I just have a quick question about the calls. If we're doing this one Sundays at 7, are we still doing Mondays too, or is that the same?
That's for our team call.
That's for our team call. Okay.
Yeah, that's outside of this.
That's outside. Okay. I couldn't remember. I just wanted to make sure.
I have so many calls. I just want to see all your faces all the time.
No, I like it. I just got to keep it all on track. Okay.
Yeah. I used to do team calls on Thursdays, but then it's like too close to Friday and people are like, I'm just over it. So we start the week off strong. I'm finishing off this Shakeology thing real quick. Okay. Anybody else have anything else that they want to add, or are you all good? You can all like do a little thumbs up. So I can see all of you. Awesome sauce. Okay. Well, I love you all, and you are all amazing. So go be awesome this week and hit your goals and share them with your coach. And okay. Bye.